Los Angeles Chargers and the Buffalo Bills.
Cameron Dicker to kick off for the Chargers.
Mike Tirico and Greg Olsen. It is for real. Season begins here. Off we go in the rain here in Western New York. And he'll be forced out of bounds on a very solid return. From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. Now the first carry for the younger Cook brother. This is James Cook. And that play gets nothing. So no gain on the game's first snap.
This defense wanted to come out early in this game and take the fight to the offense. And boy, did they ever set the tone on the very first play, keeping that carry to no gain.
They'll keep it on the ground with Cook. And he's down on the other side of midfield. Markham at the 48-yard line. 13 yards. A pickup there of 13. Good for a Bills first down.
Nice job by them getting the back to the perimeter. Then he's able to get outside, stick his foot in the ground, and then get vertical. Right down the numbers. Those are the type of runs this offense wants to see more of going forward.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Once again, it's Cook. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. Give them 10 more on that one. Just enough for another first down.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense.
And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there.
So they go with the first down run, hoping to just get them some positive yards and get themselves into a good second down situation, but now they find themselves in 2nd and long. So the more you give defenses the opportunity, Mike, to defend you one-dimensionally. So in this case, we're only playing you in the pass. It stresses your protection, it stresses your play caller, and ultimately, it stresses your quarterback.
Look out! Here's the first carry for the man from Kentucky. Rated. And he's going to be close to the first down. Markham just a yard short of the line to gain, so that'll bring up 3rd and short yardage.
The best offensive play callers in the NFL, Mike, do a great job tying in their under-center run game, like we just saw here, with their under-center play action game. And the ability to make those two things look alike, man, it puts a lot of stress on the defense.
3rd and 2. Here we go. We'll try and run here with Cook. A gain there of 10 yards. First down, Buffalo.
Anytime you're having a really good drive like this, Mike, you just hate to see it stall out on the fringe of the red area. But in this case, not only do they pick up some good yardage on the ground, they get a fresh set of downs to hopefully go in and finish this drive with a touchdown.
Allen going to give it to Cook. And he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards.
At the 16-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Here's a 2nd and 6. Here's a handoff to Cook. And he'll get this ahead. Gain of about 4. And it leads to 3rd down.
And while that run wasn't anything really to write home about, what it allows them to do, Mike, is keep everything in the playbook at their disposal. 3rd and short, now it's up to these coaches to dial up their best short yardage play and extend.
And he will score! James Cook, touchdown Buffalo.
It is certainly an ideal way to start a season, Mike. You get the ball first, you come out, you look sharp, you're in and out of the huddle, you're super efficient. Not only do you take the ball all the way down the field, but you come away with 6. And I know they sure hope that this is a sign of things to come, not only for this offense today, but as the rest of this season unfolds.
Makes the score Bills 7, Chargers nothing.
7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. This one is going to sail through the end zone for a touchdown.
At their own 35-yard line.
McConkey in motion. Using the jet sweep from fake, they run it up the middle. He'll try to keep his footing, manages to work it ahead for a couple of yards.
So these, Mike, are the body blow runs. They're not big gains, they're nothing fancy, but they really set that physical tone for the rest of the game where now a good play caller can use some of these early runs to set up something a little bit bigger down the road.
So, from the 37, here's 2nd and 8. Now a play fake. Herbert. That's to the running back, Amarian Hampton. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down. On the give, here's Hampton. And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up 2nd down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Out of the gun, here's Herbert. He'll get this out wide to Mitchell. And it'll be a short pickup that's not enough for the 1st down.
I think the days where cornerbacks are either unwilling or unable to be involved in the run game, I think those days are over, Mike. I think when you look around the landscape of today's NFL, yes, you have to cover, but you also have to be able to come up and tackle.
Go. Line. Ready.
Herbert to throw on 3rd and 1. He gets this one complete to Johnston. And it looks like he's going to have the 1st down. The defense was right there, but a gain of 2. Good enough for the 1st down.
Really just comes down to everybody understanding the situation. You realize how many yards do I need to get for the 1st down, and just make sure at least one of my receivers is past the sticks. That's where he went with the ball, and they're able to convert.
On the ground, here's Keaton Mitchell. That's a nice job keeping his balance in these conditions. A gain of about 5.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
They'll work now on 2nd and 4. Here's Hampton. Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1.
A loss of 1. It's now 3rd down and 6.
So, first quarter in the books here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. The Bills with the early advantage. And EA Sports NFL Sunday returns after this. Third and 6.
Go, hey, go, go, go.
Now, Herbert. That's caught. Left side. It's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but they are in the red zone, inside the 20. First catch for him on this new season, and it results in a first down.
First down, Los Angeles.
A run. This is Hampton. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's second down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's second and 8.
Shotgun now for Herbert. Throwing right. That's Johnston. And the Chargers are going to have first and goal, trying to finish off this drive with a touchdown. It's a gain of 13, and it's first and goal.
Los Angeles.
This opening drive, it has been a work of art. Now, can they put the finishing touches on? It's first and goal. From the gun, it's Herbert. That one broken up in the end zone. It's incomplete. The coverage excellent there. It'll bring up second and goal.
Doesn't get much better than that. Had he gotten there just a little bit earlier, he probably draws the flag a little late. It's probably a touchdown.
They'll try it again from the 2. Second and goal.
Let's go.
Hampton. Trying to find a crease in that mass of humanity, but he's going to come up short.
And after putting together what's been a long and methodical drive, they suddenly find themselves on the verge of potentially stalling out. So this defense, they can get a stop here. That would feel like a pretty big win on a drive that's largely been dominated by the offense.
Looking for that final yard. It's third and goal.
Set. Go. Kaplan. Set.
He'll try to run with Hampton. And he barrels his way into the end zone. Omarion Hampton. Touchdown, L.A.
And what a response by this offense. It's not easy taking the field, Mike, for the first time in the game, and you find yourself already down to score. They watch their opponent kind of march down the field and score on the opening possession, and they're able now to go out and square it on up. Allows you to take a deep breath, maybe get a little confidence for your defense to go out and get a stop, and they come away with this extra point. We got ourselves a tie ball game.
Team one possession, each team a score. 7-7 as they kick it off. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. They'll start on the ground with Cook. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, if that. But there is a flag on the field, and that is in the area where usually someone was held. On the ground, it's Cook to start this drive. And a nice run there. He'll be stopped just shy of a first down. A pickup of 9.
This is one of those plays where you got to give them some love after. Let them know it was an outstanding run and all that. Because even though it was a good effort, it's hard not to feel disappointed, Mike, that they somehow weren't able to move the chains.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's second down and 9. On the carry, it's Cook. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield. Now we'll get a stoppage here for an injured Bill. He'll get himself looked at, but this is not how you want to begin a new campaign. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. On the give, this is Singleton. And a nice run. Get him about 9. It'll bring up second down.
Well, this is something we don't see every day, Mike. A team playing with a traditional I formation fullback. It's kind of a lost art in today's modern game, but in this case, highly effective. Great job by the fullback clearing out the path for his running back, and they're able to pick up the first down.
Second and inches. They'll go right back to Singleton. And they'll take this down inside the 35. It'll be a pickup of 10. Good for a Bills first down.
Second and short. Normally, this is a great time, Mike, to put the ball in the air and try to press the ball downfield. But in this case, they keep it on the ground. It has a similar effect. They pick up a good gain and a first down.
On first and 10, it's Cook. Cutting very difficult in these conditions. He gets forward here for a gain of about 3.
3-yard pickup. Brings up second and 7.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's second down and 7. On the handoff, this is Cook. He's going to be marked down at the 12-yard line. 17 yards on that play. First down, Buffalo.
And we're starting to see the fruits of their labor paying off here. I mean, they've used this run game to throw a bunch of body blows throughout the entire contest. And while some of the carries didn't result.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bills.
You just don't see these kind of holes too often at this NFL level, Mike. And you can see once he got the ball, the clear line to the end zone, he doesn't get touched. And an unfortunate defensive breakdown here ends up costing him 6 points.
The extra point by Bass is good. And the Bills will move out to a 14-7 lead. The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. Showing off the big leg. Didn't want to defend a return, so this ball going to be spotted at the 35-yard line. This drive will begin with a run with Hampton. And that'll go for a gain of about 4. C.J. Gardner-Johnson from the back makes the play.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up second and 5.
Second and 5.
Set. Delta to Hunt. Ready.
Herbert gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And he'll be marked down at the 45-yard line. A gain of 16 yards. It's good for a Charger first down.
A gain of 16 yards. And the Chargers first down.
Set.
On the handoff, here comes Mitchell. And he'll just hope to stay on his feet here, picking his way forward for a gain of about 4.
A gain of 5 brings up
They'll come up here on second down and 5.
Set. Ready.
Play action now. It's Herbert. Laying out, and he made the catch. What a play. Now the Chargers will use the first of their timeouts, and they'll have a chance to talk things over after picking up that first down.
down. A gain of 14. First down, Chargers.
Set. Ready. Set.
To throw, it's Herbert. That one complete to Johnston. And he's in! Quentin Johnston. Touchdown, Los Angeles.
We all make such a big deal, Mike, when we see a quarterback go through his progression and deliver a deep downfield strike for a touchdown. But sometimes, just take what's easy, the easy pitch and catch, get an underneath completion. That's exactly what the quarterback does here, takes what the defense gives them, and when you have a playmaker like that on the outside, they can do the rest with their feet after the catch, and end result is still a touchdown.
We are all square, 14 apiece the score as this one's away.
The Bills take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
From the 35, it's first and 10. A run with Cook. Up the sideline, past midfield. Oh, what a run. Down inside the 30-yard line. It is a big run by Cook. 39 yards.
Well, that's how you get a drive started. A big play here in the run game, and you have to imagine this is something we're going to continue to see. Success early in the drive typically results in success later in the drive.
They'll run with Singleton. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain.
Made by Bobby Okereke. A gain of a yard. Brings up second and 9 at the 25-yard line.
It is second and 9. Allen to throw. Flush to his right. Toward the middle of the field that time, but incomplete. He was looking to get it to DJ Moore. And it's going to be third down.
And this is where the timing of these passing game, you see guys, they call it routes on air, Mike. During the course of the week, there's no defense, nobody playing on coverage, but it's the timing. It's be on time, get your depth, be where the quarterback expects you to be, because then when the game starts, things get sped up just like that.
And he will get into the end zone. DJ Moore. Touchdown Buffalo.
And here's a great example, Mike, of how experience and having some veteran players at these key spots, they can work so well together. The whole idea is you need to see the game through the eyes of the quarterback, and I think that's what the receiver did such a nice job in. He was on time, he was accurate, and you never fool your quarterback. When you have two guys like this that are operating on the same page, you can see the result.
They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. This is fielded inside the 5. A good return as he takes it across the 30.
At their own 32-yard line.
On 1st and 10, here's Herbert. And that is incomplete, but now a penalty flag comes in late. He might have been caught with his hands in the cookie jar.
Ready, run. Set. Ready, go.
Throwing on 1st down is Herbert. Quick throw here is complete. Now here's a timeout. They're going to take it with 8 seconds remaining until the break.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at their 49-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 6. The Bills going to use the first of their timeouts, and they'll get together prior to the 2nd down play.
Set. Set.
Here's Herbert. That's going to wind up incomplete. Not much time remaining. Time for one more snap here in this first half.
I think that play probably results in a completion if that protection just holds up a little bit longer. It was that initial pressure in the face of the quarterback that forced him to get rid of that ball a little bit earlier than he wanted. Disrupts that timing, ruins the play.
That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Matt Milano. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play here in this first half. We have hit halftime. We'll take a quick break, come back, second half of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Pretty interesting first half. We'll see if any strategy changes for the next 30 minutes or more as this second half gets underway. And that one is through the back of the end zone. It is a touchback.
Ready, run. Set. Ready, ready.
They'll start on the ground with Hampton. And he is fortunate to get past the line of scrimmage. Call it a yard at most. That's Gregory Rousseau in on the stop.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Here's a 2nd and 9.
Set. Ready, set.
Now Herbert. Open man downfield. It's Mitchell. And he will score. Peyton Mitchell. Touchdown Chargers. kicker now for the extra point. It's up and through. And the Chargers will even the score. It's now 21-all. So back to level after the touchdown. Time for the kickoff. And that'll go out of bounds. A great effort. They wanted to pin them, a directional kick, cover it, but instead the ball goes out of bounds, so it backfires, and they'll take over at the 40-yard line. Allen going to give it to Cook. He'll try to keep his footing, manages to work it ahead for a couple of yards.
A gain of 2 brings up second and 8.
From the 42-yard line, here's second and 8. Once again, it's Cook. And he'll get maybe a yard. That's it. Dante Jackson that time in on the tackle.
A 2-yard pickup brings up third and 6.
This is 3rd and 6. On the ground, here's Singleton. The punter remains on the sideline. They're going to line up and go for it on 4th down.
It's 4th down.
They'll run it. It's Singleton. And he's going to be out of bounds at the 41. It's a gain of 10 as they get the conversion on 4th down.
And everyone in the stadium knew where the ball was going, and it didn't matter. And we see so often these 3rd and 4th and short situations, there's such good opportunities to generate chunk plays, Mike, because you think how many bodies are up at or near the line of scrimmage, and it's exactly the case here. Keeps the drive alive. Nice job.
James Cook, the ball carrier. The tackle made at the 36-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up second and 5.
They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Here's Singleton. He'll work forward for a couple. That's Elijah Molden who took him down.
And after that short run, puts them a little bit closer to the 1st down marker. And they're going to need to create more running room on the ground if they plan on extending this drive.
Now a 3rd and 2.
319!
They'll try and run for this with Singleton. And he's going to have a Bills 1st down as this defense is unable to hold. Gain of 7 on that 3rd and 2.
Give a lot of credit to the left side of this offensive line. They're the ones who are going to do all of the work here, opening up that lane for their guy to run through. And really nice patience there by the back, letting his blocks develop to make sure he can pick up that 1st down.
5 wide.
They'll run right here with Cook. He is out of bounds. They have worked it inside the 15. Pickup of 11 yards on that one. Good for a Bills 1st down.
1st and 10.
Remember this one thing. It is not how well or how often you run the ball in the NFL. It's when do you run the ball well in the NFL. And I think that's what a lot of these offensive play callers are starting to realize. Can you run the ball well in critical moments of the game? More important than how many gross yards you run for.
And he surges forward for a gain of about 5.
In order to be successful as a run-heavy offense, Mike, it's so important that you remain really efficient on 1st and 2nd down. The last thing you want is to be in 3rd and pass, and it really throws off what you feel like your strengths are. So now you get down here in the red zone, it's got to be touchdowns. These long sustained drives on the ground, you kick a field goal, that's a win for the defense.
come up to 3rd and 3. They'll go again here with Singleton. This will not do the trick. They've stopped him behind the line. 4th down coming up.
Well, what looked like an advantage for the offense, Mike, facing 2nd and short now, has turned into a win for the defense. Back-to-back stops for a loss. It brings up 4th down.
Somebody gotta do it. I mean, hey, somebody gotta do it. I take the G, hey, watch him do it.
They can still pick up a 1st down here, and they'll line up to go for it on 4th down. Allen gonna throw for it. That's taken in to the goal line and in. Touchdown, Bills.
What a play call there. Every offensive coordinator around the league, Mike, they have got to have it plays. They got a short list of calls for these exact situations. Tie game, 4th quarter. Put the ball in the hands of your offense, and, man, they come through and deliver.
Pass's kick is good, and the Bills go up by 7, 28-21. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This one is going to sail through the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
On the ground, Hampton. And he'll wind his way to about the 38-yard line. That's Gregory Rousseau in on the stop.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up
2nd and 7.
at the 38-yard line.
Play action, McKee. To the tight end, and he fits it in on the corner route. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line. A big play and a much-needed one as well. It's a gain of 34. First and 10. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now, first down throw for McKee. He'll find Hampton out of the backfield. And he will get into the end zone. Omarion Hampton. Touchdown, LA. That his 2nd touchdown now here in the season opener. The kick is good, and that will tie this game here in the 4th quarter. All even. 4th quarter, everything we've wanted. What's in store in the remaining time? The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll start on the ground with Cook. And he works past the 40, taken down after a gain of 7. Here's 2nd and 3 to go.
2nd and 3 at the 42-yard line.
Running is Singleton. Down the sideline, inside the 25. And he will go all the way. Touchdown, Buffalo. That is 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. Greg, every touchdown counts the same, but the ones you get in the 4th quarter, they are the ones that feel a little more important.
Yeah, now that pressure shifts to your defense, your offense was able to go out and get the lead here late. Does your defense have enough left in them to get one more stop?
So the lead is 7 now. Here in this 4th quarter, the tie has been broken. Let's see what happens on this kickoff. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback.
Ready up.
On 1st down, here's McKee. That's taken in. Keon Coleman. That's a nice pickup on a 1st down throw. It's a gain of 8.
Bold decision there by this quarterback to attack a guy who's already made you pay for challenging him earlier today. He trusted his guy to not only win, but to defeat man coverage, and I think he got away with one there.
From the 43, here's 2nd and 2. Out of the gun, McKee. That's going to be incomplete. Good work by the defender. Bodied his man up. Wouldn't allow the catch. It'll force 3rd down.
Protecting the ball anytime you throw the ball in the middle of the field is obviously critical, right? That's where tip passes, that's where all sorts of stuff happens when you put the ball in harm's way. But you also have to protect your receivers. There's a bit of a trust back and forth with the receivers saying, hey, I'm willing to go across the middle and compete for the ball. But now you're my eyes. You have to protect me and make sure that the location of the ball doesn't run me into a big hit. So prior to that 3rd down call, Mike, I thought they put themselves in a pretty good situation. At that down and distance, they had run and pass, both at their disposal, but nice job by the defense being up to the task. Force the incomplete, brings up 4th down.
Trailing late, they've got to go here. It's 4th down. They snap it to McKee. That one on target to Williams. He's got it. He's going to be out of bounds inside the 40-yard line. A big play there on 4th down. Good for an even 20.
At the 37-yard line.
Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Throwing again is McKee. That's deep for the back of the end zone. That's going to be caught. It's a touchdown for the moment, but there are flags on the field, and not sure this one's going to stand. After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. Run between the tackles for Hampton. And he will not be able to get free. Picking up only a yard. Now it's 3rd down.
And they've really done a nice job defensively holding them in check. I mean, average around 4 yards a pop, but they're falling short of that threshold as of now, and partially it's why they find themselves trailing at this stage in the game.
Nowhere to go. He is taken down. Greg Rousseau taking him down for the first sack of this new campaign.
Certainly hasn't been their best game in terms of rushing the passer, but you find yourself with a lead here in the fourth quarter. No better time for that pass rush to come alive and see if they can close this game out.
Let's see what they do here. This is 4th and long. From the gun, here's McKee. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Cole Bishop. And the Bills are going to get the football at their own 40s.
So all game, we've seen him take the approach as just being a game manager. But one thing you have to do if that's the case is you have to protect the ball. You can't turn the ball over, especially if you're struggling to push the ball downfield. He got a little reckless that time, and the defense made him pay.
On the ground, it's Cook to start this drive. And he will slosh his way forward on the wet surface for a gain of a yard.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9 at the 42-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9. They'll keep it on the ground with Cook. And he's bottled up after a gain of a yard.
Taken down at the 43-yard line. A gain of 2 brings up 3rd and 7.
What can they do here on 3rd down and 7? On the give, this is Singleton. And it looks like he's going to have that first down. He will, not by a whole lot, but he's got it enough. They convert on 3rd down.
1st and 10 at the
And defensively, these are the opportunities, Mike, at this stage in the game you just can't miss. It's a close game. 4th quarter, you find yourself trailing. You've got to be able to come up in that spot and force a stop. Instead, now the offense can drain even more time off the clock with a fresh set of downs.
So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. Here's Cook. Angling to the sideline, inside the 35. And he's going to be out of bounds down inside the 25-yard line. A pickup there of 28 yards.
1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
They'll work the middle here with Singleton. And he's got another one. Touchdown, Bills. What a start to the season. It's a 3-touchdown week number 1. And making a hat trick. That is his 3rd rushing touchdown of the game. A big reason his team is on top.
And so far, Mike, this run game has been the difference, and we're going to see in the second half. Now, can they protect this lead? Because, Mike, that's where a run game has its most value, and so far, this guy's been incredible.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Showing off the big leg. Didn't want to defend a return, so this ball going to be spotted at the 35-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. McConkey in motion. They fake the jet sweep and give it up the middle. A nice pickup, moving it across the 40. We'll give him 6 on that play.
A 6-yard pickup brings up second and 4 at the 41-yard line.
Here comes second down. They'll drop to throw. He'll get this out wide to Mitchell. And he's down inside the 40-yard line. They get 22 yards there, and the Chargers have the first down.
A gain of 22 yards. First down, Chargers.
Back to throw is McKee. Back into the hands of Coleman.
McKee's pass.
Second down, they need 3.
To Keon Coleman. It's a gain of 7. Brings up second and 3.
They'll keep it on the ground. With good blocking leading the way, he's got the first down inside the 25. Here's McKee. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very stout there. That's going to bring up second down.
Makes it second
And with nothing open downfield, he tries to find something underneath. But give credit to this secondary, Mike. I mean, they had everything covered up, and this one ends up just falling incomplete.
Second and 10. Now McKee. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. They might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a third down.
A great pass rush is like a closer in baseball. When you bring them into the game, it's all but over. And that's exactly the case here. It doesn't result necessarily in a sack, but it was the hit that altered the throw just enough to end that play before it started.
McKee. That is hauled in at the 5. And he's going to take it into the end zone for a touchdown. But I don't think he knows yet that this one is coming back. The crowd cranking it up another notch before third and long. Now it's McKee. That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's fourth down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
Now or never, they'll throw on fourth down. This is caught. He's got a long way to go. And this is not going to do it. The defense comes through here in the final minute, and it may just be enough to get them a victory. This drive starts at the 21. It's first and 10. Carry for Cook. And he's going to get this to the 37-yard line. 16 yards on the game, and a quick first down.
So when you're evaluating the impact of a team's run game, I think it's important at the end of the game to look back and say, okay, how many yards did they run for? But more importantly, when did those yards come? Did I run for those yards in the fourth quarter, which typically means I had to lead? That's the sign of a successful run game, as opposed to getting a lot of meaningless yards early in the game.
So the Bills Mafia goes home happy. It's a win for Buffalo. They move to 1-0, getting the victory to begin the new campaign. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olsen and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. The Bills are victorious as we say so long from Buffalo.